Growing up, I was a shy kid. Like, really shy. I wouldn't raise my hand in class, and creating friendships with other kids in my grade was a difficult task for me. It's not like I didn't have friends. I had friends, surprisingly enough, but I wasn't the most social. You know how in every single class you've been in growing up, there was always that one kid that was super outgoing, was a class clown, and practically spoke to everyone in your grade? Well, I was the exact opposite of that. I kept to myself unless it was absolutely necessary that I had to raise my voice. Not to sound dramatic or anything, but being assigned presentations in front of the class felt more like a death sentence to me than anything else. Moments before and during any sorts of presentations, I would become so anxious and legitimately shake a little. If you looked close enough, you could probably see my hands shake while gripping onto my cue cards. When you don't say a lot in your class, not a lot of people care about you, or really know who you are, and sometimes it's easy for kids to poke fun at that. Some common events would be kids saying to you, "Why don't you talk?" And you just stand there, not really knowing how to respond while your face turns red. Or they'll sometimes just ignore you as you fade into the background. Growing up shy didn't really affect me until I got to high school. I watched the people around me join clubs, get into big social groups, and even get into relationships. While everyone was having the time of their lives, I just sat in the background quietly working away. I never liked to call attention to myself because there's no need to, and the friendships that I had during that period of my life further stifled me from growing as a person. There were moments where I correlated my self-worth and my inability to be super social like the people I saw around me. All throughout my 4 years of high school, not much changed, and I continued to remain quiet and unseen. In conclusion, it was uneventful, and a large part of it had to do with my personality and unwillingness to do anything new. It wasn't until I got to uni that things really started changing for me. I wanted to strip away the image that I carried around with me for so long. I almost felt like I couldn't change who I was because everyone was so used to seeing me a certain way. The moment I went away for school, I left my old self behind as well. I decided that enough was enough. It was time that I turned over a new leaf. Being shy kept me away from so many opportunities because I was scared and self-conscious. I realized that the only thing holding me back was virtually just myself. I made it a goal to expand my social circle and step outside my comfort zone. I started reaching out to people first and was rewarded with memorable friendships. I became more honest and authentic and was rewarded with people's trust and appreciation. Sometimes I have days where I feel like I haven't changed much as a person. Then I take a trip down memory lane and realize how different I was even just a year ago. It's a never-ending path of growth, and I continue to learn new things about myself and the world around me every single day. In a way, this video is a little message to myself to say, hey, I'm proud of you and how far you've come. Don't give up on yourself.